Hello beautiful people, welcome to yet another video. My name is Ricardo the Tarot Witcher and I of course hope you are doing great, staying healthy, taking care of yourself and your families. I would like to welcome you today on this special reading which will be talking about what is next in love for you. This reading is specially prepared for the singles amongst us, those who are really looking for the love, for their soulmate, or perhaps for those who are unsure about their relationship and think that perhaps there is time for something different, as can always happen. That is life. I hope you are going to enjoy. I hope this video will give you some insight into your future love life. In case you will like it, please don't forget to like and subscribe down the video below. I will truly appreciate it. I would also like to thank all of you for watching my videos. I'm really happy. I also got some nice comments below, and I'm really happy, as I said, to be able to truly help all of you, give you some insight into what can we expect in the life, especially in this period of the year, or perhaps not even the year, but of our lives, that is rather difficult for all of us due to the situation that is around the world. We all need to think positive about it. We all need to just take care of ourselves and think about the best things that can happen to us. So, without further ado, I would like to start. There are 3 piles today with some cute ducks, the yellow, pink and red one. Once you are ready to choose, just scroll down under the video. There are the timestamps for each and every one of the piles. So, I wish you good luck and let's start. Hello, if you have chosen this cute little yellow duck at the pile number 1, then this is your reading. As I said at the beginning, in the intro, we will be talking about what is next in love for you. There might be some suggestions, there might be some future or fortune telling, whichever really the cards come by. I'm not changing any of the meanings, I'm just giving you the raw, really unfiltered experience from what the cards wanna tell us. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 cards of tarot. That is the Strength, the King of Wands reversed, the Tower, the Magician and the Knight of Swords. And then we have here the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, which is basically a slightly changed tarot card deck with the meanings specially for love. And these cards are very important in today's reading indeed. So let's just put them nicely around and let's perhaps start. So we have here 9 cards. I have chosen specifically 9 cards because it is I would say the right number. I don't know, I just felt that the number 9 for today's spread will be the correct one. As for what we are looking at, we have here the Observe card, Healing Begins, Feeling Alone and Detach card. Now, basically, in this next love that is coming to you, and even maybe before entering this relationship and meeting this person who is possibly your future soulmate, your actual soulmate in this life, you need to learn to let go of the feeling and to kind of need to let go of the desire to really rush into the relationship. Free yourself from the desire of forcing the love into your life, because forcing the love to be somewhere and really rushing into your relationship, rushing into the love is not something that we want to do from the long-term point of view. It is always good to think about the options that we have. When we meet someone, we should always review what good things are there lying in front of us. Also, it is very important to understand that sometimes the short-term kind of love is not something that we want to hold on to until the end of our lives. So sometimes they are just like some short romances or whatever. Surrender from this desire to really rush somewhere. Do not push it way too hard. Just be an observer, almost like just trusting the journey, letting it take you wherever you should, and be open, because there is something coming your way for sure. Now, another important checkpoint in the way to this relationship that is awaiting you is the healing part of it. You are going to feel really, really happy, almost like a happily ever after once you meet this person. But before meeting this person, you cannot be like negative or sad or depressed. You need to understand that the depression, it feels on itself. Any negativity, any sadness just feeds on itself, and it might be rather overwhelming. It might be rather overwhelming to you and to anyone you are possibly going to meet in the future if you have such an emotional setting at that time. So if you are missing some love, some emotional support, don't let yourself worried by this, and be confident, because there are definitely, first of all, lessons to be learned from all of these things that are currently in your life. There are lessons to be learned. There are lessons to be learned, especially in terms of kind of assuming almost like the responsibility, because each one of us are at a place in our life, and we actually did something in order to be at this place at our lives. Nothing just comes and goes, and nothing is there without any reason, and nothing is there without us actually doing something for it to be there. So sometimes we just need to understand the whole process and the part we actually played ourselves in the situations that we are at currently. So as I said, assuming the responsibility, and by this I don't mean like blaming yourself or even blaming someone else, alright? I'm just saying that neither you nor anyone else on that matter are actually to be blamed. It is just important to understand what happened on the process and on the journey to actually getting to this point at life, and what perhaps should be changed to get better. So find some activity, find something that will let you kind of go deeper into your thoughts process, and something that will actually help you to understand what's going on around you, what's going on inside you. And once you know this, you will suddenly be feeling much happier about it already, and you are going to open basically the doors to love by yourself, and you will not even need any other help. On the other way, if you need help, never forget to ask your friends or your family, because they will always be available if you just are not shy to ask. and the help from the family, or sometimes just this time that you are spending with your family or friends, is going to get that dopamine into the system, and you're going to be looking forward the bright future much faster than you would perhaps think. Now, since we are looking for someone at this moment, the best way actually to do it is to create opportunities, and there are actually opportunities at hand, even not just created by you, but opportunities that are created by other people that are very near, and these are actually the best way for your success in this sense. These opportunities will definitely bring you a lot of experience, but also a lot of unknown, and you are going to feel quite strong about them. And they will be something to you that you seem you should take. Okay, so these opportunities are going to just unravel and come to you, and you are going to definitely, I would almost say, like, know that these things are there directly for you. There is also a huge change coming, and this change might be either really like in terms of finding someone, because that is after all what we are all looking for. So this change will be either that you will meet this person. This person will be there thanks to the opportunity that is created around you, or perhaps you are just going to change first kind of your views. You'll perhaps change the views of what the relationship means to you, and maybe there will be a completely new set of rules prepared for you that you are going to accept and understand. And once you understand it, there's going to be a huge change in your life, which is definitely going to help you to get into this relationship and understand what actually love means to you. Now, there is definitely the theme of being in control of our lives and being in control of our love lives. Being in control is definitely something that you like. I can see that is something that you almost seek, and it is completely fine, but just be careful, because being in too much control over the relationships is not always the right idea. Sometimes you just need to share the control over everything in this relationship. But this is just a small hint from me. In general, there is something that is going to be in control of. You are going to be in control of it, and this is very probably this relationship and how it's actually gonna go. So basically, the choice is all up to you once this relationship comes. Now, the later stages of this relationship, and even the earlier one, but the later stages especially, feel very strong, almost very passionate. There's going to be a very strong attraction between the two of you in the long term point of view specifically, and it will be actually super hard to later on separate one of you from the other. Basically the longer you will be together, the stronger the bond will be, and the harder it will be for the two of you to go their own ways. Now, since this relationship is actually being shown here as very strong and as something very passionate, there is always one thing with the passionate and strong relationships. All of those relationships get some jealousy inside, and it's completely normal, because that much passion, that much love at one time just obviously lets us kind of worry for the other person, and what are they perhaps doing. So there might be some jealousy, but just try to avoid that. It's like a small warning from the cards here. just trying to avoid the jealousy from your side or from your partner's side, whichever it might be. It is definitely not worth it, and it's actually something that could completely ruin and destroy your relationship. So just be careful with that. Apart from that, the cards tell us that the relationship that is next for us, the love that is next in life for us, is going to be quite strong, quite passionate, rather interesting, very, almost, I would say, magical. There is going to be a huge change in the life that is going to be made very probably by this relationship and things around it. Okay, now I hope you are going to have as much luck as possible in the relationships that are in front of you, and I'll be seeing you at my next video. Oh, and of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye! Hello! If you have chosen this pink cute duck right here, then this is your reading, the pile number 2. As I previously mentioned, we'll be talking about what's next in love for you. Perhaps some tips, or in general just some things that we can expect. We have here 5 tarot cards. The Queen of Pentacles, reversed, the 4 of Wands, 7 of Wands reversed, Death, and the 9 of Pentacles. And then we have here also the Psychic Tarot for the Heart cards, which are basically changed tarot cards for the specific purposes of love. That is the Simply Love, Just Breathe, Move, and Strengthening Bonds. Okay. Now, I can definitely see that there is something coming right now. The time is right, and it is definitely time to act. You should definitely take advantage of the different ways to meet your soulmate, the different ways to do things, basically, because you are master of your own destiny here. So we are not talking just about the effort, basically, to get into the relationship, but also the effort we want to invest into the relationship once we are in it. So always think about it, always be aware of that, but definitely be sure that now is the time when when you can act and get something from the life. Your energies are really strong, and you just need to be sure to get them on or to the point. Try to connect with nature, try to connect with the Mother Earth herself. Just really meditate and spend a lot of time in the nature, as I said, because all of these things will let you feel much more powerful, and the person you wanna, let's say, enchant will much more hardly resist if obviously your energy is very strong. So that is really important to always know this, because sometimes people just want to rush into the love, they get into the relationship, but their energy is not strong, and then obviously they are not able to stay in it, or they are not even able to get into the relationship, because just this person feels your energy is not strong enough, and they cannot feel the real love from you, even though it might be there. Also, never forget, and that is especially important, to have some new connections. New connections are always very important when you want to really find your love and your soulmate. Now, I'm not talking about new connections or not only new connections as in meeting new people. I'm talking about new connections as in connecting, to your divine and to your higher self. Because, finding the soulmate is really, I would say, even an easy thing to do, but finding ourselves first is the hard part of the job. And that is something that we definitely need to concentrate at first. Now, basically, the time, as I said, is the time to find this person right now. Right now, you can already start acting, and everything is going to come to you slowly and slowly, but you can be sure that you are able to find this person and that the next one is going to be really strong with you. You both will have a very pure heart, because obviously that is something that will actually connect the two of you, and this is going to be a really strong bond. Now, the nearer you will be kind of to finding this person, the more will you perhaps be thinking about it. Sometimes this happens, and sometimes we all have these kind of insecurities in us. Even after a couple of years in a relationship, you will be maybe thinking about, all right, what if things went that way or this way? Well, don't let yourself to be worried about this, because this is completely normal. It is from a bigger part an unconscious kind of thinking, I would say, because basically sometimes we are just not trusting ourselves enough. There are some moments in our life when we just have a doubt about ourselves, about the relationship, about what we want from life, and that is, as I said, completely normal. So just be your best self, just trust yourself, be free as much as possible. Let that insecurity be there, but just trusting yourself already and trying to find really what you want to do in life will keep most of it away. All of these changes that happen in our lives, all of these new relationships or just meetings, but even like a new job, a new school, or meeting someone completely new, is always something that kind of or lets us stand between like two choices, accepting the change or not accepting the change. And this change that is coming your way is something you wanted for a long time. And your soulmate is there. Your soulmate is around the corner. If you are going to act, if you are going to move forward, and if you are going to throw those insecurities behind you, then there has never been a better time to have this change happening. So once again, the meaning of these cards we have here is basically that sometimes we are really insecure, almost like defensive about things that we want, and you need to get those things out of the way in order to have the love come to you. So the cards just want to tell us that they can feel some insecurity in the upcoming times of your love, and this insecurity has to be definitely moved away. Otherwise, the relationship is not going to work as well as it could, and that would be definitely not something that we want. Now, as I said, there is going to be this huge occasion. Obviously, the occasions are endless in terms of finding your soulmate, But what I can see here is that you are bound to meet like in a bigger group of people, perhaps. This could be like a school gathering or a company party, or maybe just a meetup between a couple of friends, and someone new is going to pop up, or even just walking on the street and suddenly meeting a group of people who need to find the right direction, and one of them is possibly going to be your soulmate. Yeah, anything can happen in this sense. So as I started this reading with, just act, because now it's time to act. Take advantage of the different ways you can meet your soulmate, because really destiny is in your hands, and it is in your hands in this way that it is always time to socialize. It is always time to meet new people and to find kind of new opportunities. So never say no to an opportunity, because you really you don't know what it might bring to your life. Now, the last thing that I can see here, the last part of this puzzle that we are all putting together, is that the insecurities that you are going to feel about this relationship are going away in the future. Basically, you are going to find this person, and it is going to be really nice, because your hearts are going to connect together very nicely. And then, as I said, there might be some insecurities coming your way in the terms of if you want to do this, if you want your life to go this direction. And I can also see here that actually you are going to solve these insecurities, and you are going to move exactly the right way for you. There is now, if I can stress that out, there is no right and a wrong way, but basically this is going to be the way that you are most going to like. And something that we like and something that we enjoy, I always take as the right way to do. So we have a very nice prospects here for the future. I believe that all of those messages were very positive, and I'm actually quite happy for that. I hope that all of us are able to find the love of our lives. So I wish you good luck. And before I forget, if you did like this video, don't forget to click on the button with a thumbs up, or subscribe down below the video. I will really appreciate it. And that's it for now. Bye. Hello, if you have chosen this cute, beautiful red duck, then this is your reading for the pile number 3. We'll be talking about what is next for you in the love. Hopefully there will be some tips and some other things that can be useful. We have here 5 cards of tarot, 5 cards that will tell us a little bit more. That's the Lover's card and the Wheel of Fortune reversed, the Hanged One reversed, the Queen of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. And then we have here the Psychic Tarot for the Heart cards, which are cards specifically designed for love. This is the Nurture card, Master, Flow, and Daydreams and Decisions. So, what do we have here? Let me see. Basically, what the cards first of all want to tell us is that there is nothing more important than strong relations. We don't mean here just relations in terms of family, but perhaps friends, but also and especially the loved ones. connections, and those people can raise our levels of happiness, and that is very important for us indeed. And while connecting with them, basically connecting with all of those people that make you happy, you will surely be able to find your soulmate. So do not forget to connect really with other people, especially with the people that make you happy, because one of them might as well be the person you are looking for and who is going to be the love of your life. But be careful. Never forget to also connect with your inner self. That is something that some people do not do very often, and that is one of the things that is really important, because connecting with our inner self basically allows our inner desires to manifest themselves, and we are able to choose the way we want. We are able to choose something the way we really want it to go, not the way that others want us to go, or to proceed. So choosing, having this time for ourselves, connecting with our inner selves, and pushing the desires outside are something that will help us on this journey of really finding the person, finding the right one, and it will be someone definitely whom we deserve. If we are going to go this way, it is going to be someone whose soul will touch ours, because we will exactly know what do we desire from this person, and therefore it will be much easier to attract them into our lives. This kind of manifestation of our desires could be, in other words, a daydreaming, all right, like a visualization. If we go deeper into our minds, and we visualize all the possible outcomes that are there, and really visualize our nearly perfect possible partner, nearly perfect possible soulmate, then the chance is much higher for us to meet this person. So basically, these cards are talking more of some tips instead of really like the story here, interestingly. So basically, understanding it correctly, there is this person outside there. There is this person, our soulmate, who is waiting for us, and they are just waiting for us to kind of know what we want. They are waiting for us to take this moment, regenerate from the last relationship perhaps, or just really make the choice we want, and all of that energy that we currently have to use in the right way to connect with everyone around us, to connect with everyone, and obviously, as I mentioned, to connect with ourselves, know what we want, find this dream partner in our mind, in our inner self, and once we will project them into the reality, then our soulmate will be coming, because he will feel that now we are ready. Other than that, basically, the beginning of this relationship is going to be very, very passionate. It's going to be a very passionate and almost fierce relationship, and you are going to be very happy that you have this person with you. You're going to be very happy that you have this person with you, and you are like, this relationship is basically going to be made of much more than just a lot of love and a lot of passion, but there is going to be a lot of things around in this relation, and here is that there are small arguments along the way, because one of you is going to be really, I would say, careful, maybe from something that happened to him long ago. So one of you is probably going to be almost like too careful, which can later on lead to some small arguments. So just it is always good to try and avoid those arguments, but especially if they are unnecessary. But once they come, on the other hand, don't try to avoid them, because that time they have to be finished, they have to be communicated out, otherwise they will still be in the air, and that will just make all of your relationship like a bit harder, and just it doesn't work very well if the argument is still in the air. So otherwise this person that is entering your life very soon, they are going to be someone, as I probably mentioned already, someone who is waiting for you basically, and someone who is waiting for you to know what you want. But I can see here that this person, once you really, as I mentioned previously, once you are really kind of decided on whom you want to be your soulmate, once you get that out of your mind and out there in the open, in the reality, to let it form. So basically this person is almost like going to find you. It's not like even you will have to go somewhere on a quest or something and have to find them. They are basically going to suddenly be standing somewhere right in front of you, and it will just feel very kind of interesting, but you are going to know almost that they are this person. It's going to be a love at first sight, and especially for them this feeling will be rather interesting, because they will be super attracted to you. They will have like no idea what's happening to them, but they will just feel that you are the person they kind of want to be with. And there is where the passion that I was talking about a couple of moments ago will be coming from. Yeah, because basically you will be so attractive, or they will be so attractive for them, or they will be so attracted to you, in other words, that really this can sometimes put on, because there is a lot of fire, once there is a lot of passion, there is a lot of fire, and there is a lot of attraction, there is a lot of fire kind of in ourselves, this fire of love, obviously, and it is very beautiful, but sometimes the fire can burn us a little bit. So this is the last thing that the cards here want to tell us, and that is that sometimes, and especially in the relationship such as this, and this is a relationship that is coming for you, so listen carefully. In the relationships such as this, when the passion is really strong and the love is really strong, we need to be able to keep this love going for a longer period of time. Because if we give all of our love, in the first couple of weeks, then basically we will use a lot of this love energy, and we need to use this love energy one by one, I would almost say. It would be maybe something like if you start a fire and you just take all of that wood that you have prepared for your whole evening and just put all of the wood inside the fire at once, right? So basically the fire will be really strong, really bright, and it will be super hot, but it will probably finish faster than if you just put the wood one by one slowly into it. Another thing is that if you just have a really huge fire, then if you just put all of the wood inside, then the fire is just gonna get boring after a while, because there will be nothing for you to do anymore. You already put all of the wood inside the fire, and that's it. Now you just wait for the fire to basically extinguish itself. So what we need to do here is kind of find the things that are joyful and that we enjoy in this relationship, and always keep them going. So this is the tip that these cards have for you here. These cards are actually more about tips than the previous two piles, which were more about kind of life. I feel that way, at least. This was a lot about tips, but the strong thing for you to take should definitely be that this person is just around the corner and they are going to meet you and enter your life very, very soon. So I wish you good luck with that. For all of those who are just really waiting for their partner, as I said previously, be sure that you know whom you want to meet and how you want your relationship to be. And once you are really decided, once you have chosen, they will be suddenly coming to your life, and you will see the romance everywhere. So this is going to be really beautiful. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe below the video, and I will be definitely seeing you next. Okay? Bye.